My name is Brian, Harvest Black Hancock. Want to welcome you to the spot on Kirk. I want to welcome you to the spot on Kirk. Real quick, a couple of announcements. We need you to keep charging up and plugging into this wonderful venue. It serves the community. Amazing local artists have played here, regional artists, even national artists. Just gonna let you know a couple things that are happening here. The What For will be playing next weekend on the 16th. Then on the Saturday the 17th, you have D. Reynolds presents PR Poetry's Big Payback. We also want to let you know about the Drive for 55. We're trying to raise money right here to keep these things going. So please donate your time, donate your money. Please drink up. Please drink up and continue to do this. Real quick, I just want to say happy birthday to my best friend right here. His name is Jeff Clark. So, I don't know if I was supposed to do all that, but I just want to say that real quick. All right. I'll be right back. Just kidding. Welcome to Beats, Brews, and Buddies Live. In this moment, I want to introduce to you Jeremy Price and Mr. Travis Smith. Make some noise for them.
How you doing, Roanoke? Everybody doing all right tonight? Welcome to Beats, Brews, and Buddies, ladies and gentlemen. This is our final, because that's a hard word, final show of 2022, ladies and gentlemen. But we're doing it live on Spot on Kirk. How about a round of applause for Spot on Kirk? Tonight on our beat, ladies and gentlemen, or what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about these amazing artists that we're going to have performing for you here locally. Give it up for Dylan Dent, Corey Hunley, and JD Suffin, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no.
We're spilling stuff already.
We spilled the drink already. Can we get a napkin up here? Clean up on aisle 4.
Clean up on seat 2. Seat 2.
Oh, there it is.
Blessings. How about a big round of applause for Ryan Jones and Ryan Hunt running sound tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Ryan.
Jeremy, you're quieted over there. You good?
What do you want me to talk about? Careful what you wish for.
That's fair.
I'll speak up.
That's fair. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody good?
Of course.
Okay.
So this is a round table, a live round table, and tonight we're going to talk to each one of these guys about their journey and about what they're playing, and they're going to play a few songs for you. But before we do that, I'm going to give them a chance to introduce themselves and to talk a little bit about what this area is for them. So Corey, why don't you start, good sir?
That's a deep question. Corey Hunley, what's up? How are y'all doing? Hey! Yeah. I'm thankful to be here, this stage, these people sing songs. Yeah, that's what this area does for me. It allows me to play my music, have people come out, applaud occasionally, and love. That's what I got. Thank y'all.
Aww.
JD.
Hello. I'm JD Sudfin, and this area has birthed so much music in my family, but then into my life, and I don't know where I'd be, without it. I'm a third or fourth generation musician in my family, and I think about there is just so much vibe in this town, and people want to see people do something, and people want to get out and talk to people about stuff that matters in this town. And it's continually inspiring if you give yourself a second to listen to it. So I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Dylan Dent.
Hello. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to say. My name is Dylan Dent. I'm really happy to be here. I like being on stages. Specifically this stage is one of my favorites. But, hi. Nice to meet you guys. Yep. That's it. I don't know.
That's it?
Yeah, we'll get into it. It's a podcast. We got like a whole thing.
It is.
Like,
So we are Beats, Brews, and Buddies, so everybody needs to raise a glass. We're going to do a cheers. Jeremy Price, do you want to kind of introduce, maybe say a little something about
Now
what
he
we're
lets me talk. I
There
just
you go.
introduced the
Soon.
beer. I introduced and drank whatever it is we were drinking that night. But here at the spot on Kirk, you can get a PBR, a Miller Lite, a Truly, an IPA, wine, water, or soda. Thank you guys for having us. Make sure you tip your bartender well.
Cheers.
Cheers, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers. Yeah, clink. Clinky clinks.
Clinky, clinky. So the way tonight's going to work, since we're live and we're doing this a little bit differently, I'm going to choose from this handy dandy Beats, Brews, and Buddies a cup, one of our lovely guests here. And they're going to be asked to play an original tune. And after they play the original tune, Jeremy and I are going to start a conversation with them. And we're going to try to do that at least 2 to 3 times this evening. So our first musician who's going to play for us tonight is...
Drum roll.
Corey Huntley, ladies and gentlemen.
Not me.
The law.
I'll take it.
What you going to play for us?
I thought long enough. I don't know what to play. I don't know what you want to hear. I don't know if you want something upbeat. I don't know if something make you drink more.
Let's go for drinking.
Let's go for drinking.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Upbeat.
We'll do
No. Tennessee whiskey. This is a new one.
That's it. The new wagon wheel is here. Pete Eshelman. I knew that was gonna happen. So I'll say, well, okay, tonight, my whole family's here.
Yes.
My hot wife rolled up in here. My 2 beautiful daughters are in here. My son is in here in spirit. My family, brother, sister, friends. And then we sat on the stage, and it took me a minute to realize I'm the oldest on this side. So I was like, okay, I got a song.
Did we do oldest, youngest? We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Sorry, it wasn't purposeful.
Was I there?
You're the youngest.
I'm the youngest.
He is the youngest. It's evidence.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, between us two, we both taking a chance of falling off stage.
I fell off.
You fell off.
And you nearly called me out on the microphone.
I'm sorry.
I already fell. I got this little crevice right here, and one leg of the chair went deep in it. I'm safe now.
This is already really fun.
Oh, yeah?
I like this.
This is meant to be
Just you
fun,
wait.
man. We're celebrating Roanoke music. There's so much of it. We're going to celebrate it tonight.
Yeah.
Sing for us, Corey.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm an old man, wrinkles on my hand, my mind don't work like it used to. I stay up all night, give the devil one hell of a fight as long as I got you right here with me. In time, don't take that away. My old heart beat till it breaks. Then I'll pray, oh, another day. I went and bought a diamond ring. You were the only thing my heart could ever cling to. And now I got a good life, 3 kids, a wonderful wife. I got a crowd I can sing to. And time won't take that away. My old heart will beat till it breaks. And then I'll pray, oh, another day.
Tick-tock, the hands, they move slow. When will it stop? No one will ever know. They'll go round and round and round. Round and round and round, they'll go. Yeah, I'm an old man. Wrinkles on my hand, my mind don't work like it used to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great way to start the
Mind
night.
you, it works, just not like it used to.
Appalachian Soul, Corey. Like, I gotta say, I was a bit nervous because you guys showed up. Like, thanks for showing up. We're glad you're listening to the podcast. We're glad you're here.
That made you nervous?
No, yeah, I was like, so I don't really play music. Now I'm out here talking about it, and I was like, look, there's people. And I could say things I regret accidentally. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I'm on my. But the moment you started playing the song, I knew I was home because I mean, that sounds as Appalachian soul gospel infused as I've ever heard.
Oh, man.
Can you tell us more about it? It's brand new, right?
No, that one's, well, I mean, that one's not the newest one that we were talking about earlier, being 50. Similar, but you know, that's
Similar?
it's
50?
similar.
Yeah, I'm
I
40.
mean, no, the song that I had with the 50 and the lyric.
Oh, okay.
I wrote that song because, let me think. I mean, I love my wife. I love my kids. I love my family. And, you know, and I feel every day, I'm like, shit, I'm getting older. But it's still pretty good, you know? And that's how that came out. I'm like, I'm an old man. If I had to fight the devil for my wife, I'd do it. That's really how the song came out.
I think
100%.
we can all identify with that. But I was
You fight the devil for my wife too, right?
I will.
Hey, I get it.
I'll fight the devil for whoever I had to fight him for.
Amen.
Amen.
But I wasn't nervous when you started playing it because it felt like here.
Awesome.
It felt like here.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. And if y'all don't know, this dude kills it on the drums. So you
Man, would
Jeremy
you
look
Price,
out for
ladies
this
and
guy.
gentlemen. Jeremy Price.
Yeah, man.
So creativity is something we talk a lot about. So where did the creative juices start from, other than, you know, obviously family with the lyrics? So do you start with your chords? Do you start with the lyrics?
You know, most of the time when I write a song, something comes to me. Like, it's all based on what I got going on, what would cross my path for the moment. You know, I think about my wife a lot, and we're gonna stop talking about her after this song. But let her get a moment, let it shine. But you know, yeah. And then, you know, I'll start humming it in a certain way, and I'll take a shower, and I'll start going. Then I'll say, can I make my guitar sound like the voices that are in my head back here?
Did you just say you had a notepad in the shower? Oh, sorry, I missed that. I misunderstood. My bad.
What kind of paper are you using?
He's got a life-proof case on his iPhone in the shower.
Had in a shower.
Call it Shark
Voice
Tank
notes.
on that.
Yeah, I get it.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't take a notepad in the shed. Did I say that? Maybe?
No, you didn't.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
playing with you.
I mean, anything's possible. No, but I'm singing it in the shower. Like, I do that a lot, and I'll just like, oh, man, put the words, and it comes together, and sometimes it takes a week, a month, 2 days, 25 minutes. And I don't know what that one took.
Give another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah, man, thank you.
What if you pull Corey's name again?
Numero dos. Here we go.
What if you pull Corey's name again?
I put it right here.
Don't.
We're okay.
Put it back.
We're only going to listen to Corey Huntley, ladies and gentlemen.
There's only 3 in there?
There's only 3, and I'm going to put them back after, I promise. So Corey's going first.
Oh, got it? Okay.
And guess what? Dylan Dent's
Communication.
going second.
Hey.
Give it up for Dylan Dent.
Hello, thank you. They told me to prepare a couple songs. I just brought like half of them. Do you guys want to hear stuff that's already out or stuff that's not out yet? Clap for stuff that's already out.
I want that new release.
So it
Tuesday.
sounds like stuff that's not out yet. All right, cool. Can I stand up? Is that against the rules?
Completely against the rules.
My feet's dangling.
No, you do whatever makes yourself comfortable.
I don't usually play with my feet dangling like that. It's a bit much for me, but All right, cool. I got some songs. I got a song. Do you guys want to hear just my guitar? I have an iPad with some production on it. Which one do you guys want? Full production? Clap for full production.
Yes.
Okay, cool. If you don't know why I have my iPad, I'm also a rapper, and I do like pop music, so that's why it's like sometimes it's more fun with, backing stuff. What's the deal with all silence? I can't confide in you anymore. And all my fear sounds like a siren. I wanna leave, but can't seem to walk out the door. But I don't care if it's in my nature. I'll push it back, I'll push it back. I don't care if it's in my nature. I'll push it back, push it back for you. The best of me, I'm not my enemy. I'll give you my everything. Take it all, now to find my destiny. We keep this promise till the day that we both rest in peace. So go our separate ways and maybe we can let it be. As long as you and me turn the other cheek, I can break the habit for you, baby, because I don't care. It's in my nature. I'll push it back, I'll push it back. In my nature, I'll push it back, I'll push it back. I don't care if it's in my nature. I'll push it back, push it back for you. Cut it off short.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've never played that song that way before.
So Dylan, where did your inspiration come from for that song?
That specific song? No idea, man.
Well, what are you pushing back? Tell me
You
about
know,
it.
like, so I'm working on this album, and it's like a love album, which is hilarious to me because I don't call myself someone who's ever been in like proper love, romantic, like given and received love. Whatever. But
Do you want
know.
to talk about it?
It's a good thing, I'm gonna tell you.
We're here for you
We're
right
here
now.
for you, my man.
No, but most of my stuff always starts with chords. So like that's what I was playing is just that.
Yeah.
And then so I just played the whole thing on this one string, basically just to get the central like little riff down and then worked it into chords. And then I guess I was just feeling some type of way. And wrote the whole thing in one night. Like sometimes I do that. Well, I'll turn on a movie and I'll turn the volume down and then I'll just play chords while I watch a movie and then a song will happen.
So you might be speaking to someone you haven't met yet.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%. I'm speaking to someone that I
Be out there
don't know.
tonight.
Don't push it back. Bring it in.
So, so for you start creatively with a melody, with guitar.
Yeah, something. It's something music. Never, well, not never, but almost never lyrics first, no. Like,
How much work does this take? The iPad, the beats, the addition of
yeah,
everything?
so I've gotten decent at it nowadays. That drum will not be the original or the fully produced song. I've already produced this song, so I went back onto my computer, and then GarageBand is the thing that I use. So then I made the drums a little bit more intricate and interesting. That was like the template, so I could keep time without a metronome, because I hate metronomes. But yeah, so the whole iPad stuff was just kind of an evolution of like my rap side of my career, where I started stuff on my iPhone. I found an app, it just had a bunch of looped sounds, and I said I want to stop using looped sounds, and then I finally figured out GarageBand on like an iPad and an iPhone, and then they have a whole bunch of synth patches, and I was like, I like this is cool.
Yeah.
And then I do like all my own drum programming and stuff like that, so yeah.
Well, one of the goals tonight, for those that are in the live audience and for those that will listen on Spotify and our other venues of listening, we want you to understand how much work it takes to do a original tune. And so it's a lot. It's a lot. I've done it. I know Jeremy's done it. And obviously we have three wonderful artists up here showing you tonight. And we're going to talk about it. So give it a round of applause for Dylan.
Yeah.
Last but not least of first round, JD Suffin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not that part. Yeah, there we go. I remember when I thought if I dreamed hard enough I could fly. Just like Superman saving Lois Lane, I'm fighting every bad guy. Because we grew up doesn't mean dreams aren't meant to be. Because you gave up just might mean you could do much better than me. I wanna see a superhero. Won't you find one in me? Would I be your superhero? Could you save me from me? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But I remember when I thought if I screamed hard enough I won't cry. Digging deep enough down into my soul, maybe there's hope for this guy. I wanna see a superhero. Won't you find one in me? Would I be your superhero? Could you save me from me? Yeah, it all comes down to what's behind your mask. Comes down to giving up the past. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I wanna fly, fly, fly. I wanna fly, fly so high. I wanna fly, fly, fly. I wanna fly, fly, fly. I wanna see a superhero. Would you find one in me? Could I be your superhero? I can't save me from me. Would I be a superhero? Don't you fly away from me. Would I be your superhero? Run away with me. I wanna fly, fly, yeah, fly. I wanna fly, fly so high. I wanna fly, fly, yeah, fly. I wanna fly away with you.
Look at you, man. Writing superhero songs. That's a good song, man.
JD, I didn't know you were going to do that song. We
I
talked
didn't
pre-show. There's always a pre-show, ladies and gentlemen, with a little drinking involved. So, pre-show, you were saying you weren't sure if you were going to do that one, but you really wanted to.
Yeah.
What inspired you tonight?
Corey. I wouldn't have written the music to that song. Like, I used to think about, like, I still remember the first Songwriters in the Round that I played on this stage with this guy who was the first person that I know of to do a Songwriters in the Round in Roanoke, Virginia. That's when you applaud. And I was like, how the shit does this guy, like, just write these stories off the top of these melodies? And, like, I was like, it's a beat. And the story comes over the beat. Okay, I get it. Okay, it's Tom Petty thing. Okay, I got a beat. It's kind of like Learning to Fly, kind of like Will Hogue.
Ooh.
Very spot on Kirk Avenue Music Hall.
Yep. Played with him.
And then I started thinking about people that inspired me, and I thought about people that made me want to be a better me. And that's what that song's about. And like, I've been very blessed to meet some of my heroes. And then I started thinking about my old band and how it was hard to play some songs when they're super real. And sometimes you need to write a story about something that you don't realize is as heavy as it is until sometimes a long time, later. But it's sometimes hard to sing songs that are very, very real. Mm. And the second verse was about my band Madrone. And there's a lyric of like, I remember when I thought if I screamed hard enough, I won't cry. And I think about that stuff of like, because sometimes you want to take yourself out of the songwriter to just write. And you don't realize that you're always in the story. You're always the main character. Or sometimes you're not the main character and you're watching it happen to you. Mm-hmm. And I got really into the parts to write that song. And it's meant a lot to me. And it's meant a lot to me over the past few weeks. So I just thought it'd be right just to play tonight. So that song tonight was for a friend of mine that passed away 3 weeks ago. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Cheers to him.
Cheers to him. You guys ready for round two?
Yeah. Guys, got me emotional up here. Jeez.
Hey.
All right, here we go. Corey Huntley.
Hey.
It's almost
Worked
like
out, didn't
Like I did it on purpose.
Number 7. Yeah.
I mean, it's better be good. Your first song had me in the feels.
It
my
did?
friend.
Okay, yeah, I'll put you back in the field.
Put man, make me. Come on.
Okay. No pressure. Thanks for being here. This is cool. I mean, I don't want you to say hell yeah out loud, but it'd be nice if you did on the count.
That's a Franklin County hell yeah right there.
So I'm thinking about, I got these people in here. I'm sure they can sing. And, well, if it comes to you and the part comes and you feel like you can't, you can stop. And that don't mean nothing bad. It's coming. Yeah, so I got a buddy of mine. He's an awesome friend. You know, you watch social media and you see it and you feel for folks living through things. And you see it and you see it and you see it. And you're like, come on. Find the good in life. Because there's good in life. I found it. We won't talk about that.
Hold on. No, we're gonna talk about it.
I nearly called
We're gonna talk about it. Yeah.
when you said that.
I said I wasn't going to say her name again.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
That is not what you.
Oh, I'm going to point to her all night for sure. And give inspiration where inspiration is due. But it wasn't her on this one. It was a friend of mine. Hey, Jamie, you want us to wait? We can wait till you get back. I'm just kidding.
You won't.
Yeah. Round 3. I'm just kidding. So I wrote a song, and then I posted on social media, and a friend of mine said, "That about me? Maybe." I'll let you know when the sing-along comes along. Well, I read your stories today about the one who got away. Another green-eyed devil came around, just leveled your heart. We've all got stories to tell about one that didn't end that well. That's the book of life. Read it and just move on. Even when she breaks your heart, right from the start. That's just time. You didn't have to kill. It's coming. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. When it comes back around, you know it's there and you just jump in. Well, from the day you said hello until the night she had to go, you were her man and God knows she was your queen. There are ups and there are downs. She kept your world spinning round, but she held you tight and loved you in the in-between. Even if she breaks your heart right from the start, that's just time. You didn't have to kill. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. That's beautiful.
Yeah, do it one more time. Yeah, I want to do it.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Let's all get in a tour bus and head out. And by tour bus, I mean yellow Pinto that's out there on the left.
They both yellow. That's good enough.
Maybe next year. I do love y'all, for sure. Makes me want to go to church tomorrow. I'm not, but it makes me want to go to church tomorrow. So now it's time to move on. Worry not about why she's gone. And stop preaching to the world about heartache and pain. You were blessed with a couple of kids. Go raise them like your daddy did. And teach them everything in life to survive. And even if she breaks your heart right from the start, that's just time. Didn't have to kill last time. La 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 la. Y'all are sweet. Even if she breaks your heart right from the start. Thanks. I might cry when I get home tonight. That was good.
So where'd the laws come from?
I think originally when I wrote that song, like I had a harmonica and rapped on me, and I was like, and then one night I was trying to play the song and I didn't have the harmonica, and I'm like, song's supposed to be here, and I just la 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 la, and that's no science behind the story sometimes.
Best way for a vocalist to instrumentalize themselves, right?
Yep.
Yep. Do a little la.
And when you feel like you really can't sing, you get the crowd to sing. That's what you're
Yeah, you're right. No, great.
It's
great.
true. He's not joking.
No,
That's real.
No, he did. He had you
That's
guys
real.
swooned. Yeah, you guys did everything he told you to. If he told you to get on that bus, he would have. He really would have.
Pinto.
In the Pinto, that's not there. So
Extra large Pinto.
We're going to get a Pinto. It's coming.
can you?
I mean a bus. Not a Pinto. We're gonna get a Pinto. Get a bus.
So inspiration for that song, where'd it come from? How old is it, by the way?
It's, what, 2 years? A year? A year? Year and a half?
Your crowd knew it.
Don't look at me.
Year and a half, 2 years? About 2 years. I just started flipping through Facebook.
Face
and I'm
space.
like,
Face space.
My book.
yeah, my book. And I kept just seeing it every day, and I'm reaching out to a friend. I'm like, man, you know how loved you are? Put that up there. And that's what I need you to do. Then that was the end of it, yeah.
There's some extremely wise words in there, my friend, like especially in the second verse. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Another round of applause for Corey Humley.
I thought that was a beer.
It was not a beer. It was my.
That ain't no eggnog.
It was my. Is it Dylan or JD next?
Do I get to pick one?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you pick one. We're co-hosts.
Yeah, I mean, you do all the talking.
Just tonight.
JD.
Bingo. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Well, I heard that. That's why I'm calling you out.
I know a lot of Corey Huntley songs. Sorry. Victoria's Secret.
Do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do an old song. Daddy left us in a rush. Told me, son, you won't amount to much. Then I didn't know why you said what you did. But I'm damn sure the fire you lit ain't even close to dead. Words ain't nothing, even when you write them down. Songs ain't nothing, even when you sing them loud. When my heart is broken, it's the words and the songs make me feel something. Well, mama, am I good enough? I'm just trying to stand on my own. Will you say that I'm strong enough? You know I believe you if you do. Words ain't nothing, even when you write them down. Songs ain't nothing, even when you sing them loud. When my heart is broken, it's the words and the songs that make me feel something. Daddy left us in a rush. He told me, son, you won't amount to much. Then I didn't know why he said what he did, but I'm damn sure the fire he left ain't even close to dead. Words ain't nothing, even when I write them down. My songs ain't nothing, even when you sing loud. When my heart is broken, it's the words and the songs. Your words and my songs that make me feel something. Makes me feel something. Makes me feel something. Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
So how old?
I wrote that song in 2017.
It amazes me that you guys can remember that stuff because I couldn't even tell you what I ate for breakfast this morning. So 2017.
Yep.
5 years ago. So
Yep.
did I do that math right? Yeah.
Yep.
I did. So what was the inspiration for that song?
When I was about 19, I worked for my dad, and I decided I didn't want to work for my dad, and like he had like a family business and stuff like that. And I mean, it's a very personal story, and I'm completely, comfortable now. I used to not be comfortable talking about it, but when I told my dad I didn't want to work for him, he looked me straight in the face and he said, "You'll be nothing without me." He said, "You won't amount to anything if you walk out that door." And I walked out that fucking door.
I'd say JD Suffin's doing all right. So
Yeah, he's doing just fine in this town. Good for you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Good for you. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, he can kiss my ass.
Yeah. I like getting deep on this show. I really want to go deeper for those that know me and they'll listen to the podcast, but that's for another day.
To me, it's like it's like that's the whole reason of music, man. It's the blood in my veins, and like if it's not beating along with that rhythm of my heart, it's no reason to write it.
Yeah.
Aw.
JD Suffin, ladies and gentlemen. No, thanks for sharing that, man. Yeah, really pretty.
Man.
Dylan, you ready for round two?
I guess it's me. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I can go.
You sure?
I guess I have to.
You have to. Wait till we get to round three.
We are doing 3 rounds.
I think we can get 4, 5, and 6.
We making good
Tom
time.
is telling me we definitely get to round three.
All right, cool. Last time I asked you guys questions, you were like, "We don't know who you are." That's the vibe I got, which is okay. That's fine. That's okay. So I'm not gonna ask you any more questions. I'm just gonna.
Let them pick?
Nah, pick what?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Do you want ghosts or you want ghouls? No, I'm gonna write this song that I wrote basically, back in 2017, ironically enough, basically it's a song that I wrote so I could bring my guitar around people who actually know how to play guitar, like these two people, and just rap instead. So this song is out on Spotify and Apple Music or whatever. It's called Nothing Left to Say. I was walking down a long path, wrong path, feeling misdirected. I only got this one life, for overly protected. I tried to finish the whole thing without a single regret, but I already failed on that. The past is in the past, and I know I shouldn't look back. If life moves too fast, and we can never backtrack but face facts. So better yet, check the syntax. I write these raps to fresh in your mind like a tic-tac, avoiding mishaps and distracts. Success is not just a paycheck. I write these rhymes so you can have hope for just a moment. I seen the other side, man, it's troubling what they foment. I know the pain you've been through, and you will see the other side. You were made for a purpose, you're far more than worthless. So sit back, relax, and let the master get to working. Oh, and if there's nothing left to say, I will sing my song. And when there's nothing left to say, my weary soul will carry on. And when there's nowhere left to go, I will find my home. And when there's nothing left to say, I'll be dead and gone, dead and gone. Took a while just to find myself, took a while just to find my wealth. No more hiding in plain sight now, you're not another face in the crowd. Don't be scared no matter what you see, drop your shoulder and follow me. Inhale, exhale and count to 3, because we're about to take a leap and maybe we could fly. Don't know if you don't try. Don't know what's gonna happen next, hoping that I can pass this test. The promises for tomorrow, so try and stay alive. Oh, 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 oh. But when there's nothing left to say, I will sing my song. But when there's nothing left to say, my weary soul will carry on. I'll be dead and gone, dead and gone. Oh, dead, oh. Had to look outside myself, 'cause I know, yeah, I know, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that there's some help that comes from beyond the stars and the sky. And I don't know why. I don't know why. You choose to love me like somebody loves a brother. Matter of fact, you love me even better. What did I do to deserve this. Perfect surface, free, no purchase. Question, what's the purpose? Do I see you and me? I spend my time trying to figure out what I wanna be. Last night I see you ought to see. So put the screen down and check it out properly. There's no monopoly inside of the beauty, inside the world. My head is in the clouds, the universe spins and twirls. I'm searching for the questions and contemplating the answers. Life after death, and what's the meaning of happiness? I know I'm looking back, but my brain is moving too rapidly. If you don't get the picture, then try to ask me what's happening. I hope I find the answer and I put it in a song, so neither one of us will be confused for a long.
You better.
I'll stop there.
All right, tell us the story. Tell us the story.
Tell me the story how you remember
Please
the
tell me
word.
it has a story, because your last one was like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been in love, and I said, "What if I was?" And
But
then
what's this one? What's this one? What's this one?
All right, so like, I'll try and consolidate. So 2017 was the year I decided I wanted to be like an artist.
Can you tell us
Full-time?
why? Because you were telling me or a few of us that story back there.
Yeah.
And I think it's a valuable piece of
Sure,
information.
sure. It's context. That's important. So to consolidate less, but further, I was like on track to be a physical therapist. Is like when I was 14. Basically, I decided I wanted to be left alone. If you want to be left alone, you gotta make a lot of money. I was like, well, how do I make a lot of money? I was like, physical therapists make a lot of money. I like the human body.
But who are you going to help if you're alone?
Yeah. I want to be left alone. Patients don't bug physical therapists. You see, they don't like them. You be cranking their joints and stuff, massaging them all hard. It's the whole thing.
I'm sorry, you do what?
You never given a massage? Bruh, I give clinical therapeutic massages, all right? They're not fun. They're
I hear
not.
you.
What just happened?
What's the song about?
So the song. No. You asked me to expand. This is on you. No. But all right. I decided I want to be a physical therapist, but to do that, you have to go to grad school. Now, I went undergrad for athletic training, which is along the same lines. I took a year off. That's a very hard program. It's kind of like nursing. It's kind of like that type of stuff. You take a lot of classes, do a lot of clinical hours. I was wiped out at age 21 years old. So I was just like, I'm gonna take a year off. During that year off, I basically just like, I don't really want to go back to school. So I had a job, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go back to school, just get another job or whatever. Then I got in a car accident on 581, about 5 to 10 miles away from my house. So like, I was just like on one of the Salem exits where I could have gotten off. There was just some construction, and I was like, oh, I'll wait. And I was checking my mirrors, and all of a sudden I was like, boom. And I was like, what happened? And then I get out of my car, and half my car's broke. Both my wheels and like my driver's side door and everything. I just got sideswiped by a tractor trailer and a Corolla. Thank God I'm alive. Not only alive, fine. I just walked out the car, and I was like, everything, all my possessions are good. So praise God. But during, after that, the evening I got home. Next day, I woke up and I was like, yo, I could have died easily. The person hit me. He hit the car in front of me. He hit the truck in front of the car in front of me. I don't know if he fell asleep on the wheel. He was drunk. I don't know. But yeah, that could have been it. And for me, that just like, it was a perspective change at the age of 21 where like you can die before 25, which I'm 27 now. So hooray. But when you're 21, you don't think you can die. You are invincible in your head. But yeah, that was the wake up call, and I figured out I was very like upset because I just done stuff. I done the right stuff, which isn't always the stuff that you want to do. Sometimes you got to do the stuff that you got to do, and sometimes you should do the stuff that you want to do. And I had foregone a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do just for the sake of being left alone or being responsible or whatever. So I switched to music at that age, at that time. And I've been on that path ever since. So then 2017 would be that year because the car accident happened in like April 2017. And then that year I was like, the day after, I was like, you know what, I'm going after what I want to do. As long as I'm not like killing myself or something, you know, but like. Yeah, so.
And then you wrote me that song.
Then that summer, a few months later, I started teaching myself piano via like YouTube and just hours and hours of practice and stuff like that. And I was listening to some Outkast. I found those chords because there's a little interlude on the Love Below that Andre does where he talks to God, and I was like listening to my headphones. I was like, that's a nice. Can I learn that? And I did, and I just like put my index finger somewhere, and I was like, I can make a song out of that, and then this is that song.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice the inspiration that each of these guys had with that last song? They each started to play a little bit. Did you guys see that?
It's a good song.
That's
It's a great song.
Well, are you talking about how they were doodling?
They were doodling. They were doodling and playing, and we were all grooving and
I've been up here fighting some words.
in the spot.
I'm not gonna fight them. I'm gonna say it. Like music.
It's always a fine line though when you're doing at a songwriters round though. If like you don't want a disrespectful doodle.
Yeah.
It has to be a respectful
So
doodle.
we had a bunch of muted doodles going on. But the thing is, music brings people together. Like you guys, were you backstage rehearsing?
No.
Has you talked about it?
Nope.
Do you call each other a lot?
Nope. I ain't never met these boys. Yeah. How's it
Yeah,
going,
and
fellas?
so Dylan starts playing this thing, right? And then, Corey can't help himself, but he's like, oh, I think that key's right here. And he starts working with it. JD starts smacking his guitar. He's not a drummer. He's here with it hitting shit. Like, music
Underline, not a drummer.
music brings people together, and as you come down the elements of music, you got harmony, you got all this complex stuff, right? And that's what we're all like, oh, it sounds great. As you bring it back, you have like harmony, you have melody, you're adding some melody. You bring it back a little further, you add some rhythm. There's just no borders there. And these guys have never even heard that song, and they couldn't help themselves. At the risk of getting the stink eye from Dylan, they were like, well, I gotta try.
I've been playing that song since 2017.
Music brings people together, and we need more of that now.
And that's, ladies and gentlemen, why we do the podcast. No, in all seriousness.
I do it to drink.
Just with me?
Yeah, I'll drink
Every other Tuesday?
I drink on Tuesdays and Thursdays now.
I gotta remember that because
You're my Tuesday date.
Today's Saturday.
It is. We
This
changed
is a
it up.
special event. I'm drinking because y'all are
It's
here.
Christmas time.
It is. So before we do round three, and I do want to do round three, Jeremy and I came up with a few group questions that we want to just start a conversation with you guys with. So we kind of sort of already talked about this, but when you guys write tunes and you start that creative process, do you start with chords, do you start with lyrics, or do you start with an inspiration? You guys can just talk over each other. Go.
Me personally, I'm usually inspired by something I see. I mean, yeah, the inspiration of what I try to pay attention. I saw a lady at Home Depot one time returning a garden hose that didn't get her grass green, so I wrote a song about it. So I'm inspired by what I see. And
She blamed that on a garden hose?
she did. That's the truth. I was like,
Well, this is a different woman.
yeah, it's a woman.
All right.
It's a woman.
It's a woman.
I think it just depends on. I mean, it's like the wind can blow a certain way, and you're gonna write a song.
Nah, I
You
gotta
know?
see something else.
It's like, so I remember there's a song that I wrote called, years ago called Daybreak, and it was because I was riding around in the car with my wife, and she goes, I saw a sign the other day, and I was, stop.
Did you open up your eyes?
Because she said, I saw a sign the other day. I'm like, that's the first line of a song. And I immediately went to notes on my BlackBerry back then, because that's how long ago that was, and just started writing songs. But typically, I'm writing lyrics first.
Your
Lyrics,
first?
inspiration.
Yeah, usually I have just pages
Thanks,
and pages
honey.
of lyrics. A big influence of mine is Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy, and I found out that he would just sit and just write poetry, and I write poetry.
Nothing wrote with that. He said he wrote
seem like it.
poetry.
I don't
He
show
whispered
most-
it. He didn't want you to hear
I
it.
just write. I just write.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
There's.
Are you telling me, I
Yeah.
play in your band.
Yeah.
Are you telling me you write poetry?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I don't think
look in my
anybody in
notes.
this room believes you.
I don't want to share it.
Okay.
Some of it's real bad.
How do you know?
I don't know.
Bad
I just like to
poetry.
write words and try to find ways for them to work.
I'm going to hear one of these poems.
I was just.
I used to journal a lot.
You better.
Oh, I cloud it to you. Yeah.
Dylan, you journal? You
Yeah,
still
not
do?
as much anymore.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like my songs are my journals, not to sound like the artsy whatever, but like at this point, I write so many songs that's what I spend most of my time doing. So with like journaling, whatever, it's all in whatever story or song I'm writing at this point. But before, yeah, I was like journal every day.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it would rhyme, but not usually. And then I had to teach myself how to rhyme well. But yeah.
You got it.
So that, that brings me actually to my next question, which I love when it segues like that. How many songs do you guys have? And think about this, and I want you guys to tell these guys out there and to our audience that's listening, how many do you write, and how many do you use? Yeah, there it is.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it. I saw that question. Yeah. I saw that question. I'm like, here's an obnoxiously impressive statistic. What's that number say?
109.
Yeah, what's this number say?
247.
109 beat ideas, 247 song ideas, or just guitar licks, rhythm, melodies, ideas in the past, like since 2018. So that's how many I think of. I got about 6 albums out on Spotify. It's about 40 songs.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check him out. No, I mean, but that's the point, is that there's out of 250 ideas, 40 of them, a fifth.
I really think it's got to be like a muscle that you got to work out.
Yeah.
You got to do it. The more you do it, you should throw away so many songs because it's going to lead you. And it's not about, like I was talking about how, those lyrics are crappy or something like that. It's not about how you think other people are going to feel about it if you're happy about it. And it should take you 3 times the amount of work to get to the one that you like. At least for me, that's
sure. But you and Corey have been playing a little bit longer.
Yeah.
No, and then I'm not an ageist. I'm just saying. I'm saying ageist.
I got about 3 songs. I hope we don't go to round 4.
we're like 11 years apart, something like that. I think. I'm 39.
Age is a number.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Look at that wisdom.
Age.
People are listening.
No, but you've had a Schmidt ton of songs, I assume.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said Schmidt ton. That's my last
That's his
name.
last name.
I'm
That's
allowed
good.
to use it. Thank
Good
you.
play. That's some good Schmidt you did there.
I'd play on
No
that for
Schmidt.
years. I would.
So a lot of songs.
Yep.
More than what Dylan has over the past.
I honestly
you don't
have
know.
no idea.
That's JD, man.
Well, I mean, 247 is a lot. I have a container underneath my breakfast nook, and I used to write Christian music 12 years ago, and it's probably 40, 50 songs, and I had an album of 12. So, I mean, so like, I get it, I understand, but
Why is it at your breakfast nook?
why is it under
Is it only eggs and bacon you can speak about Jesus?
and sausage?
I still remember, though. I remember the day that I wrote my first song, and I was 16 years old. It was the 4th of July.
Wow.
I was 16. I still remember how to play that song, too.
Oh, wow. You know how to
it's
play your first
it's
song?
awful. No, you don't want, nope. I'm not gonna.
Rubber ducky.
Yeah, right?
See?
Yeah. I'm secretive.
You're alluding to poems and songs,
Yeah.
and we can't hear them.
I mean, I got napkins and pencils and TV.
So listen.
Right?
With that, with your answer, Corey's over here doing crazy things with his head. I want to get a little more
247
into
songs.
how Corey. How many songs do you have versus how many do you play?
I mean, I try to do my best to get the songs in my head to paper to an audience. There's some songs that don't make it out, but I don't write 79 songs for sure. But for the most part, I try to,
One at a time.
not to get too far ahead of myself because, it's too much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about those fellas that live in your head.
I made a comment. I said, I'm sorry, man. I got people in the back of my head that
If
don't
it's any
come to the
consolation,
front.
they sound good.
Not
They do
people.
sound good.
Not people at all. He said he said 14-year-old Corey's here, 50-year-old Corey's here.
And
He was saying all kinds
21-year-old.
of great shit back there.
Who's driving?
My wife.
It all
Sorry.
comes back around.
Round 3, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
You, sir.
I get more drink?
No, you can pick first.
If you did pour the coffee mug into the beer bottle, that would be very.
Oh, that would be very upsetting.
Who you think it is? It's Corey Hunley.
Relax.
It's Corey Hunley. Yeah.
How does that happen?
Bingo.
I'm hyped, though. If I leave, it's because I got a
There's
tinkle.
only
Bro,
three,
recount.
so-
I don't know. Recount. I don't know.
That's amazing.
Let's do a recount.
Check the emails. I don't.
I'm ready.
Oh my God.
Check your emails. All right. Why do we write songs? What do we write songs about? What's this song about? So, I love y'all. I don't know if I said that yet, but I want you to know. You're welcome. One night I was hanging out with some friends of mine. Most of them here tonight. We were sitting around a fire pit, just chilling, drink a couple beers in the middle of nowhere to us. All of a sudden, out of the blue, we all hear, "Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya." This drunk lady who's here that wasn't invited. And she stumbles into us, and we hung out with her and her husband, the guy who said he did not sleep a day of his 5 years in college. Not one. He put his head on the desk, but he did not sleep. And they were hammered, and we had fun. We didn't drink as much, and I got a song out of it. And it's just that simple, and it took 3 minutes.
Thank you kindly.
Up on the mountain where the cold wind blows. Talk about your drink, what you think? Here anything goes on the mountain. We were sitting by a campfire. She came around. She sang Kumbaya to a brand new crowd. She was drinking all day. She stumbled in. Now she's surrounded by a new light, brand new set of friends on the mountain. Now leave your pride at the door. Then drop your cooler on the floor. Here we'll pop a top on the soda pop. Drink one beer, drink till you drop. Up here it all goes on the mountain. You can drink your moonshine straight from a jar. Put it in a shot glass, drink it fast. Stare up at your stars and play your guitar and sing a song or two. How about an old Hank song? We'll sing along. The world won't sing with you on the mountain.
Hold on. Can you play that intro again? Can you play that?
Hold on.
Yes. What is that? I wanted more of that. Oh! Oh, that was so slick. The fact that you did not do that for the entire song shows so much restraint. Oh my gosh.
You the only one who was paying attention. They're like, nah, this sing.
Just sing the word. I like that. I have to remember that.
I'm done hosting. We picked Dylan next. Go ahead, Dylan. Give it up for Dylan.
Y'all don't know who I am, right?
We still don't. No, we're
cool.
still trying to-
Y'all want to hear the crowd pleaser? It's long too. I'm sorry, I got long songs. This is my quote unquote crowd pleaser. It's called Penny for Your Thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm broke. See, I've been broke my whole adult life. So I wrote a song about it because I went on vacation with my mom, and I was so broke that like by the time I brought groceries for vacation, I was out of money to enjoy the vacation. It was like that. I mean, not like completely, but like basically. It was carrots and frozen pizza. I was like, well, that's it. And then I during that weekend, I turned on the movie and I wrote this song like basically in its entirety. Same chord structures for any music nerds as the last song. But anyways, this is the cousin of the other one.
I love it, man.
I got a penny for your thoughts. I got a quarter for your time. I got pennies for your thoughts. Does my spare change make you change your mind? All I wanna do is spend time with you. Sit back and maybe shoot the breeze. Believe me, I just wanna go to places you don't know, someplace you haven't seen, where you could be the queen. But all I got are pennies for your thoughts. I got a quarter for your time. Oh, I got pennies for your thoughts. Does my spare change make you change your mind? Would you check me twice if I cash the check this night? Would you roll the dice if I only had a smile? Would you wanna be a coal miner for me? If my diamond wasn't rough, then I could set you up. But all I got are pennies for your thoughts. I got a quarter for your time. Oh, I got pennies for your thoughts. Does my spare change make you change your mind? All I got are pennies for your thoughts. I got a quarter for your time. Oh, I got pennies for your thoughts. Does my spare change make you change your mind? Look, all I got are pennies for your thoughts, and I'm not ashamed about it. Pennies for your thoughts, no joke, I'm broke, but I'm not ashamed about it. Look, I got a dime piece for a dame. Ooh, think that line's too lame. Ooh, you just hear what I'm saying, but you don't know what's on my brain, what's on my mind. Can I have your spare time? And I can't afford no mortgage. Look, all I know is you look gorgeous, and one day my pen will afford this flawless garbage. But hearts of gold don't need no polish. That's obvious, and I'll convince you like a lobbyist. But at the moment, all I got is some pennies for your thoughts. I got a quarter for your time. Oh, I got pennies for your thoughts. Does my spare change make you change your mind? All I got are pennies for your thoughts. I got a quarter for your time. Oh, I got pennies for your thoughts. Does my spare change make you change your mind? Ooh, because I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that shines 'Cause ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh, so clean. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I am just so fresh, so clean. Ain't nobody dope as me. I am just so fresh, so clean. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I am just so fresh, so clean. But all I gotta get is for your time. I got a quarter for your time. Oh, I got pennies for your eyes. Just must be a change, make you change your mind. Look, all I got is pennies for your thighs. I got a quarter for your time. I got pennies for your eyes. Just must be a change, make you change your mind.
I mean, that's it. You can't get that at Walmart. That's good.
Get that at Walmart.
This is the only time that version has been recorded, like on Spotify. That's the live version, because of rights issues and copyrights, and I can't do the other two. So the song on Spotify is just like me with some production, and then it ends early. You don't get that. You don't get the bonus stuff. So you only get that version if you come to see me live.
That's good. So good.
J.D. Suffin, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks. How do I follow that? I don't... My songs are all
You give him a
sad and
penny
stuff.
for your thoughts.
I'm gonna write not write, but I'm gonna play a very joyous song. The song's about the birth of my son. Once upon a time we were standing alone, thinking about how it was before this came along. Now I'm in a place where we gotta pull ourselves up. We can't waste our life without you. Try to find my soul, my heart, different words, the same thing. Trying to tell you how I feel, don't know what to say. Try to find my soul, my heart, different words, the same thing. Trying to tell you how I feel, don't know what to say. Try to find my soul, try to find my soul. Once upon a time, on the day you were born, I'm thinking about how it was before this came along. Now I'm in a place where we gotta pull ourselves up, and we can't waste our lives without you. Try to find my soul, my heart, different words, the same thing. Trying to tell you how I feel, don't know what to say. Trying to find my soul, trying to find my soul. Yeah. Once upon a time, we fell in love. Once upon a time, on the day you were born, try to find my soul, my heart, different words, the same thing. Trying to tell you how I feel, but I don't know what to say. Try to find my soul, try to find my soul. Once upon a time, we fell in love. Once upon a time, on the day you were born, welcome to the world. Once upon a time, upon a time. That one's for Cash.
Yeah. Hey, give it a big round of applause for these three artists up here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
So now we've come to the point of our show where we're going to do the Buddy Gauntlet.
What?
And what you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, the Buddy Gauntlet, we're going to have you as the audience. If you would like to participate, just raise your hand or stand up. You're going to ask a question. You may ask a question
To any particular artist.
to our artists, if you would like. So, Jeremy, do you want to explain what the actual Buddy Gauntlet typically is?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Such a good co-host.
Before, like, is there a rating system on this show?
Co-host.
Is there a point? Or
No
prizes?
Can I
No
win
prizes.
and should I not say anything?
Nope.
Co-host.
All right.
Co-host. It's hard. Actually, before we do that, do we have? Actually, Brian just went to the bathroom, but I know we have a few former buddies here. So
Yeah.
would
How
you
many
stand?
people have been on the podcast? Like,
Have
raise
you
your
been on
hand
the
real
podcast?
quick.
Raise your hand.
Who's been on the podcast?
Laura Quadrado, ladies and gentlemen.
Laura.
Laura Quadrado, and I know Brian Harvest is probably peeing right now.
he's
So
peeing.
there we go. So sorry,
I'm
Brian.
so jelly about the peeing thing. I got to go.
Should have went before.
So the Buddy Gauntlet is typically a group of questions that are a little bit more personal, a little harder.
Reflective.
Reflective. That's a better word.
And not necessarily concerning music. Like, music just, you use music to say something, right? That's why people play in band. I was a band geek because I got to say something there I couldn't say anywhere else. Right?
So, does any of our audience members have a question for all three of these guests? We'll let them all participate.
Who's got a question?
But I wanted to win.
Oh man.
There's no winning.
He's
Joe
got a question.
Quadrado. I know the one. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm not
Do
going to
it.
ham it. All right. So you all have guitars.
Yeah.
Do you see yourselves as guitarists first? So, like, I play violin. That's how I see music. Guitars?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Good
No.
I'm glad we have a no.
Elaborate.
No.
Dylan, elaborate. What do you see?
The funny thing is, I've had a guitar since I was like 6. I still don't see myself as a guitarist.
man, you got it.
But no, like, man, this is a tool. I always relate it to like other crafters, machine. Like my friend is Tay Whiteside. He has a machine. He's not far, a machine shop not far from here, and like we relate based on craft. Now we craft very different things, but like, it's the same thing. So like, if you got something inside of you, you pick up a tool and you try to get it out of you. Some people are just good with doing that in everyday conversation. I'm not. I'm terrible in everyday conversation. I was at like mixers earlier today. I was in the corner. I was only people that I knew. Like,
Come on.
I'm not good. It's like, oh, you're great in front of a crowd. In front of a crowd when I can tell y'all to be quiet. But like, when y'all can just talk willy-nilly, like, please, shush. But this is how I get myself out of myself. So the guitar is that way. The piano is that way. I produce a lot, so I rap, I produce. It's that way. And then as far as music, I see everything as a drum, like, except for the drums, which I can't play. Save for the box drum. I'm pretty killer on the box drum, but if you give me a full set, I don't know what I'm doing. So no, not a guitarist.
I think we had another question.
We did.
We,
Questions for all three of you, but what kind of So this question is for all three of you, but what sort of audience do you gravitate towards? Because, tonight, Dylan, I feel like you just stand out as just being just this amazing mix of this guitar and this rap and but just in general, like this goes to all three of you, what sort of audience do you gravitate towards? What kind of audience do you want to play in front of? I mean, I know that you probably all play in front of those audiences that aren't paying attention to you. You played in front of audiences that, nobody's speaking a word and all focus is on you. And yeah, just curious about that.
And that's deep.
Well, for me, it depends on kind of the mood, because there's nothing like, the big crowd. There's hundreds of people or 1,000 people or something, and you're really heavy and you're rocking out with the full band. But this is the kind of stuff that reminds you of those first open mics that you played at and stuff like that when you're 16 years old.
Why
you're
you
scared
really
to
do
death.
it, right?
Absolutely. And it's and it brings it down to take the piss out of it too.
Sure.
To be it's not
take the piss out
take the
of it?
piss
Yeah,
out.
I wish you would wake up.
That's a rock and roll term right there. That's it. But look that term up. It's Aussies right there. Because it gets you out of the business part of it a lot, and remember the craft, and remember that that's the part that matters. That you want to see somebody's expression, or you need to really hear yourself. You don't really get to hear you sometimes. And you need to hear what that voice is.
This is my crowd. I like this. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I just want some listeners. Some just to come, I played to many backs of chairs, but this is what I like. I love it. Yeah.
This guy pre-show was like, I got 22 tickets sold. What you guys got?
He was out. He was peeping people on the sidewalk. They're mine. That's my fan.
That ain't what I said.
That's my fan.
He was claiming y'all from that restaurant down the street.
How many tickets did you sell?
I sent a text. I'm like, how many tickets we sell? He told me. I'm like, yeah, well, I got that many coming. I hope there's more than that. And there is. And sometimes it's all.
Yeah. We were drinking at Bernard's around the corner, and he said, "They're coming." Somebody probably said, "They're coming." All three of them is coming.
He's making a set list in his head based on who we saw. Yeah.
Dylan, what about you, bud?
Yeah. Man, my music is it's by misfits for misfits. But everybody can enjoy it. That's kind of the way. It's by loners for loners, but everybody can get in on it. It's not exclusive, but it is that way. So I think if you ever find yourself being outcasted or othered, to speak generally, and then my music might have something to say more specifically to you. But if you don't feel that way, you can still get down. I'm a big groove guy. Like I said, everything's about pocket. So everyone can nod their head and dance. But that's kind of what it is, and that's the people that I look towards. Whether it's I've been listening to Queen and Bowie a lot. I like Pharrell a lot. Tyler the Creators and Donald Glovers and such. Just quiet people who just work and like what they do and then put it out and then do it again.
Yeah, amen.
That's a fantastic question, actually.
Yeah, really
That's
good question.
Applause for the question.
Anybody else?
It's got to be somebody.
Oh, man.
You guys are three different generations and three very different styles, but I noticed that you all seem to really genuinely like each other's music. Is there something that you find intriguing about each other's music being so different?
I think you can 100%, when you play long enough, you can just tell when someone's full of it. And when a song's real, it's just nothing better. And it doesn't matter what the genre is. You can instantly go, that person means it. And it doesn't matter what they're saying. I instantly fall into it. I know that's for me.
Nah, if you ask me to be on stage with like-minded folks, we're all asked here for a reason, I assume.
No, I didn't choose you for any reason.
It's a name out of a mug. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you've been picked out of a mug all night.
That's how you pick the show?
This cat back here, I went into it not knowing who he was. We met backstage. I had no concept of what he was going to do. I saw him put an iPad on the stage, which is my first reaction. I'm like, he going to read words all night? That's can't. And then he started doing what he did in the sound check, and I was like, oh, this guy's gonna kill it tonight. And you did, and I'm extremely impressed. And JD, I've seen you a million times, and you're always really good. So there you go, that's it.
No, it is. But the point of this whole podcast has always been to bring a community of different artists, different genres, different people together, and to appreciate that. So I don't mind answering that myself, Jeremy.
What, do you want me to say something?
Dude, I need support. I need full support.
Well, okay, I'll jump in. Listen, all music is local. It all starts local. And just because you don't necessarily rise to the top, there could be a myriad factors that influence that. And we have people from Roanoke doing gigantic things. We have people from Roanoke playing with some of the biggest artists out there. We have, Country Vocal Group of the Year out there. We got all kinds of stuff out there. And other people that are more under the radar that we've invited to the podcast, and they're like, no, I'd rather stay under the radar. Music is huge. It speaks to a lot of people. Obviously, we can't help ourselves when we play it. And you should just know that community is here in a great big way, and support it whenever you get the chance. Whether you like the person or not, they're brave enough to go speak their story. And you might not be, and they might be speaking it for you. And you might be. Call us, get on a podcast, tell your story.
Well, the other beauty behind it is that you're truly excited about the artist playing in front of you rather than making it about your ego. And so these three have done that tonight, and they've shown you that. They're all three different, and I did that on purpose. So kudos to Travis Schmidt. High five.
More kudos to you and Corey's family
absolutely.
and friends for coming and filling out the room. But seriously, this place has, per capita, if you think about it that way, there's a lot to offer. There's a lot of great players. Support them when you can.
Yeah.
Right? It's not a demand, it's a request.
It's pretty wild. There's
Thank
only
you for
about
being here.
100,000 people in the city, right?
Yep.
100,000
And yet every single night at almost every single bar or brewery, you always have live music.
There's
and
always
that's
music around this place.
insane.
Always.
That's insane. I didn't know if I answered the question. Look, I
Don't
didn't.
laugh.
I only know you guys by name. Your name precedes you. Good job, by the way. You guys did it. I don't know if we are playing next, good sir.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Well, I'm playing next. I got a gig coming.
Where's your gig, Corey?
No, but
Playing
yeah.
Star Hill Brew next Saturday. Y'all come out. We're gonna. Same people can come. We'll have a party.
Where are we playing next?
New Year's Eve. New Year's
New
Eve.
Year's Eve.
Yeah, Market
Question
Square.
in the back.
Yeah.
Question in the back.
Yeah, so am I allowed to curse on this thing?
Please.
I would love
I
it.
dropped the
Do it. Break the seal. I'll do it.
How low could you go?
So I'm just curious, when you write a really bad song, a truly shitty song, do you know it? Do you try and rescue it? And can you talk about the worst songs you've ever written?
I mean, what'd you think of the ones we played tonight?
I'm hoping that wasn't in the mix.
I felt like he was looking directly at me. When
Yeah,
he said
right?
that.
Damn, man, you're under the bus.
Excuse me, old guy on the stage. Do you write a shitty song and then sing it in front of people?
Nah, I didn't.
And then assume they like you because they your family? Maybe.
Josh Mason can tell me to delete it really quickly, and I can just know to move on to the next one. Thanks, Josh.
You made my co-host have to go pee. Thank you. Now I'm all here alone.
There's a question. I've written some real shitty songs in my career, for sure. And I think, not to speak of the lovely lady in the room that I keep speaking about, she'll let me know if it's shitty. She's like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that one tonight. And I appreciate that.
Wow.
That's what I want in my
That's
life.
typically the reaction. Is there? Yeah, right. Like,
All right. So, like, I'm different. I work exclusively by myself. Like, I don't know if I write a bad song. Here's my challenge to you. Go listen to every song I've released.
Yes.
And if you come across one and you're like, man, this is some bullshit. Just straight, go ahead, DM me, and I will publicly announce that, you know what, this one is some bullshit.
Oh, that's funny.
Or if you're wrong, you're wrong, and that's okay too. Everyone's wrong. Nobody's perfect.
I think there's a reason why I deleted most of the old Madrone stuff from iTunes.
Hey, time passes. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Any other questions?
Here we go.
All
right.
Everyone else is talking
do you
about
know this
too.
lovely lady?
I've got a two-part question.
Oh, yes.
Do you want to
Two
introduce
parts.
yourself first? He's nervous.
I know he should be.
Who is this?
He should be.
Should I be nervous?
Because this is a good question.
Yes, ma'am.
So part one is, who did you look up to as a musical genius to inspire you to be where you are today? And who do you look to? Who do you wish you could be? Like, what do you look at yourself to be the musical genius to become?
Oh, this is the buddy gauntlet. This is the buddy gauntlet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because we all have somebody we look to. Who's the hero?
Do you want me to pick them out of the cup again to make sure that they answer?
Yeah.
Dylan, you first, son.
My answer's a lot. Like, so I already told y'all the story. 2016, 2017, like, the reason I started writing songs is Childish Gambino. I started writing songs. Now, like, it's not like the first person that I ever heavily or deeply respected or resonated with, but the reason that I heard he making music. I was a fan of him on the show Community, and I found out that he made music. Yes, Troy and Abed. Like, and I was like, he had an album. It's called Because of the Internet. It's 9 years old this year, this month even. And I thought it was gonna be a comedy album. It was not. And I looked up his whole discography, and I was like, I didn't know black people could rap like that. I didn't know we were there yet. Like, and I picked up my pen. And so really, it's him, and it's another artist called John Bellion. I don't know if you guys listen to John Bellion a lot.
You better catch your breath, young lady. You better catch your breath.
We got one big John Bellion fan.
No, I love John Bellion.
Yeah, John Bellion, and like he came out with an album called The Human Condition in 2016, which I didn't find until a little bit later, early 2017. And that album just changed the way I saw like pop and music for mass production or mass consumption, and the fact that just because you made it for a lot of people to like doesn't mean that it has to be soulless and stuff like that. So really it's Donald and it's John Bellion. Like if I had to be like two people that like, why are you up on stage now? Not like two people that I like or respect greatly, because they're like, there's Andre 3000s, there's Pharrell Williams, there's Tyler the Creators, there's all these people, but it's Donald and John, like for me at the very beginning of my career.
JD, good question, by the way.
I've gone through phases with it. Like, I mean, I started playing guitar because of James Hetfield of Metallica, and then years later, as I started getting into, really getting into country music, I got into country music because of my maternal grandfather. I never got to meet him. He died a decade before I was born. And my aunt found songs that he wrote before he died that he never got to record, and she gave them to me for Christmas. And I learned the songs that night. And I mean, I can still tell you, like, it gives me chills to talk about it. It completely changed my life. Fast forward like 2 years after that, I went to Nashville for the first time, and like went to all these places that he used to play, and went to the Johnny Cash Museum, and it just completely changed my life. And I'm gonna be completely straight up. This guy's been one of my biggest songwriting influences for a long time. I'm serious. I mean that, man. Especially when I got into like writing the stuff that was gonna become like Lolo Chariot. That was because I was playing Tool, Metallica style metal, and the stuff I do now is very, very different. And it was really influential to actually look at the local people in the area. And like I wouldn't have ever listened to Matt Powell if it hadn't been for you. Would never listen to Will Hogue. And that only got me more into like Tom Petty and stuff like that too, and to actually like realize how to be simple. But still, James Hetfield. the metal stuff is still just everything to me because it's just honest, it's abrasive. I'm always louder than I probably should be, and and that's why. The mighty head.
Mr. Hunley.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. What's your answer, though?
I don't know. So I don't have any. So when I was young, I was a skateboard punk, and I had friends that would skate with me, and a buddy of mine quit skateboarding. He learned to play guitar, and JD just mentioned his name, Matt Powell, and so I was like, yeah, I got nobody to hang out with. Maybe I got to play guitar if I want to hang out with a friend, and that was the friend, and we're still friends all these years later. Look him up, Matt Powell. He's the reason I play guitar. He's the guy I looked up to. I still look up to him. Like, I wish I could write songs like you write songs. You write a chorus, you write a hook that makes me go, sing that song in my, I'm going to bed, and I don't want to sing that song. I wish you didn't write a good song like that, but you do, and I sing it. Then I wanted to be Elvis. So that's it. Nice. Those are it.
I think we got time for one more question. Anybody got one more?
Right.
Oh, well, I thought you said one more. I was going to do one more song.
One more question or one more song?
Question.
Okay.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Wait. Oh.
For what would you like to be remembered? And it could be a personal thing or professional singing.
Me? I want to be remembered for being an awesome husband and father. Great father and a good husband, yeah.
My son, absolutely.
That's it.
My son's everything.
I've never been in love and I don't have kids. So.
Hey, but that song was pretty dope.
I'm gonna have a different answer.
She asked you. The hell no,
I guess my mom.
I would have helped you so bad.
Man, I don't. Freedom and goodness, I guess.
Yeah.
If those are the two things I stand for, like, if you guys have never seen me perform, like, for real, you know, I'm dancing on stage, I'm rapping, I'm singing, I'm doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and growing up, when I was black, early 2000s, like, you didn't smile, like, you didn't show your teeth. My mom had to instruct me.
Great teeth.
My mom had to instruct me to show my teeth when I smiled. Like, that's...
I've thought that
That's
7
good.
times tonight. I have the best vantage point. I'm like, he got a nice
like,
smile.
I was thinking the whole time when you seen him, like, damn, he got good
That
teeth.
story is followed by the sweetest
Mama
smile.
had told me, and there's a whole backstory to that where I was in a yearbook and I gave like the worst, like most aggressive smile ever that you ever seen. My mom said, "Show your teeth," and I did exactly that and nothing more. But
Do you want to do it for the cameras now?
it's like this. And but like, man, like people think, like I always say, like I'm not a nice guy. I just try to be good, and then I go to sleep. I wake up and I try to be good again.
Yeah, man.
And so beyond just pushing forward, I guess the idea of blackness and you know further and further out there from what it was when I was a kid. It's come a long way now. Now I'm 27, but you know we can always go further, and then just being good or good at it, or preferably both. You know, so that's it.
Guys, I want to take a few moments to thank you all for coming out. So give yourselves a round of applause. I want to thank Ryan Jones for running sound.
Let's go, Ryan.
Ryan Hunt, who is our production manager, who is sitting right here, is taking photography this evening.
Let's go, Ryan.
I also want to thank Alex Gross, who fills in for Ryan when he's not there. We definitely want to thank this beautiful venue, Spot on Kirk, for their hospitality and for hosting us this
Best
evening.
venue in town.
I can't really picture this going any better.
No,
like
this has
I
been
don't see
beautiful.
too many open seats, and you guys seem to care about the community. And if you're really listening to the podcast, share it. Like we're just trying to share what we have here. That's all we're trying to do.
That's all we ask. You know, maybe
I
take a
know.
listen every now and again, but we do want you to share and go see local music and support these wonderful artists. I mean, really.
These are just 3. Like we're probably gonna do this again soon. There's so much talent here, right? I'm gonna champion that shit.
Encore now. I'm good for an encore. We don't have to record it, but I'm good for an encore.
And then,
Do you guys want another song? I mean, I don't know.
yeah, you guys want to
Just for you guys.
Then let me just say thank you to my wife, Victoria Schmidt, for all that she did, and Laura Quadrado and Tara Gallimore for helping with all the merch. Please don't leave here without getting something. We would love for you to have something. Beats, Brews, and Buddies. Listen to us on Spotify, on Apple Music. We're gonna close the podcast out with our song, and then we'll let these guys play one more song for you. How about that? Thank you guys. Give a big round of applause for these 3 wonderful gentlemen, and then we will let them play one more song. Let's play some more music, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's gone? You. Oh, me. Oh, okay. I'm
You
sorry.
always go first. What are you talking about?
From the
How
cup
dare
no
you
more.
try to break the tradition?
So I don't want to hold you here too long. I can play a real short and sweet song.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Shut
cool.
it down, bro. Shut it down.
Shut this thing down. or I can play a song that I wrote on a napkin while a commercial came on.
Just play your longest song.
So that's what happened. I won't talk too much about it. I will say I was young, I was single. I was watching TV and a commercial came on. Happened to have a napkin and a pen close by. I wrote a song. And this was it. Yeah, she wearing high heel boots. She likes to strut around with an attitude. But me, I'm drinking, load around the beer. I just ask myself what I'm doing here with Victoria. Girl got a secret. She got this little bitty box, that's where she keep it. Now Saturday morning, my son don't come on up. I got one more liquor drink in my cup. I can see her staring from across the room. She won't stare at me, she knows what I do. All the girls at work call her the queen. But when I get her home, I make her scream. She tell a friend she dating a businessman. But I'm her redneck lover who understands. She my Victoria. Girl got a secret. She got a little bitty box, that's where she keep it. Now Sunday morning, don't you know it came around? She done drank my last shot of Crown. And I can see her primping, putting on her dirty face. Cause she got her head right back where she feels out of place. Her name's Victoria. Girl got a secret. She got a little bitty box, that's where she keep it. Yeah, Victoria, my girl with the secret. That I don't sing box right where she keep it. So now Victoria don't have a secret.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to go? All right, we go in order, man.
Go in OG order for the all night?
Sure, yeah. You want to say H before you?
I'm just past Bristol and the sun's coming up. You would think I'm done trying. I ain't giving up. I might be out of gas and on my last dollar. I'm gonna hit you right on an 18-wheeler, give you a holler. I'm at a Tennessee truck stop, playing an Alabama song. I'm at a Tennessee truck stop, playing an Alabama song. Not wasting my whole life waiting for you to come on. I'm gonna dust the cobwebs off this guitar and these boots. I'm gonna fire up my heart, I'll prove my love to you. I'm at a Tennessee truck stop, playing an Alabama song. Not wasting my whole life waiting for you to come on. And if you ever think we might not make it on, just sing along with me. I keep driving all night long. Oh, Well, lately I've been thinking about all that we've been through. And lately I've been wondering, I'm gonna prove my love to you. I proved my love. I'm at a Tennessee truck stop, playing an Alabama song. Now I'm wasting my whole life waiting for. At a Tennessee truck stop, playing an Alabama song. Now I'm wasting my whole life waiting for you. Waiting for you. Waiting my whole life, waiting my whole life, but I'll wait for you. I'm waiting for you. Waiting my whole life, waiting my whole life. Thank you.
Now,
That
I
one
want
at
to
a
go to
gas station.
Tennessee. I want to go to Tennessee. I got to be honest. I feel like I need to play a certain song. I feel like you guys, we know each other now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're friends now. All right, so in the spirit of candor and honesty, I got this album coming out. It's a love themed album. It's called Lubby Dubby. It's coming out next year. I've written some songs. I've written all the songs.
I thought you didn't have love.
Yeah.
You said Lubby Dubby, right?
Lovey Dubby.
Nice.
It's love adjacent. No, but on that theme, I've been talking to somebody, but we broke it off earlier today. I've had a whole
Share the video. Share the podcast.
I've had a whole day. Yeah, like I said, this music, these mics, these guitars, these drums, whatever is how I speak. I've already kind of written a song about it, so I'm gonna play that song. It's not very exciting though. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry if we're going out on a quiet note.
Don't be sorry.
If you're asking me, it doesn't have to be unless it happens to happen naturally. I think I see a world where we collide. But if I saw your face 1,000 miles away, I wouldn't try to move all the time and space. I'll see you when I see you, it's enough. This is not a love song, oh I think the word is too strong. And I'm looking for another as we speak. But maybe in the meantime I can buy a ringside VIP so I can cheer you on from my side of the screen. 'Cause if you're asking me, it doesn't have to be unless it happens to happen naturally. I think I see a world where we collide. But if I saw your face 1,000 miles away, I wouldn't try to move all the time and space. I'll see you when I see you, it's enough. Maybe it's the timing, oh, what a nice silver lining on a storm cloud, raining on my parade. Or maybe I'm delusional, or maybe they're illusions, or maybe I'm destined for this road. 'Cause if you're asking me, it doesn't have to be unless it happens to happen naturally. I think I see a world where we collide. But if I saw your face 1,000 miles away, I wouldn't try to move all the time and space. I'll see you when I see you, it's enough. And if you think the song's about you, well, you're pretty smart. Congratulations. There was never any clever rules, oh, 'cause I'm allergic to complications. If you think the song's about you, well, you're pretty smart. Congratulations. There was never any clever rules, oh, 'cause I'm allergic to complications. Congratulations. 'Cause if you're asking me, it doesn't have to be unless it happens to happen naturally. I think I see a world where we collide. And if I saw your face from a mile away, I wouldn't try to move all the time and space. I'll see you when I see you, it's enough. I'll see you when I see you, it's enough. I'll see you when I see you, it's enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Corey, give it up for JD, and give it up for Dylan. Big round of applause for Spot on Kirk, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We are Beats, Brews, and Buddies.
Thank you.
There is a tip jar in the back. Please, we're going to give all that money that's in the tip jar to a charity. Thank you guys so much. You guys take care.